Today on the channel, we take it to the extreme for the first ever time with the Big Rubber Guys Extreme Edition with the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Collect Major Big Rubber Guys unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we take it to the land of the extreme for the first time ever with the Collect Major Big Rubber Guys Extreme line with the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer. But for all your Big Rubber Guy needs, jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Now, this was a surprise in-stock release this week, so if you ordered it, you got it by now. I ordered it on Monday, and I got it in my mailbox on Friday, so about a week. So if you're after this, it is in stock while supplies last, I guess. Not sure if Jay's Toys and Games is going to have this one or not. I guess I'd have to ask them, or you can reach out to them yourself, probably. But this is pretty darn cool. You know me and my ECW love and heart from my childhood. Loved ECW. Love Tommy Dreamer, one of my absolute favorites from ECW. So this one's playing a lot of hits for me. I also pre-ordered the Raven figure. That is shipping in July. I'm wondering if Sabu will ship in August. Are they going to do like one a month? I like the idea of that. I do think the Collect Major team sends out a lot of stuff, puts out a lot of stuff between all their exclusives, offshoot brands, and their core line. And I think if you go a little slower with some of this stuff, you know, one ECW superstar a month or something, I think is the way to go. That's the pattern I would like to see. We'll see where it goes, though, and we'll see where this review goes. We're going to do it like all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So let's go to the land of extreme with good friend of the channel, Tommy Dreamer. I never forget, I saw Tommy the last time in person was the day after the Terry Funk funeral. So he was obviously at the funeral, so I got to hear all the stories of the funeral and stuff from Tommy at that time. Obviously, his favorite wrestler of all time, my favorite, right up there with Ultimate Warrior, of course, but Terry Funk, a special individual if there ever was one. But looking pretty good here. Major Bendies or Collect Major Big Rubber Guys, no longer Major Bendies. They have Major Bendies branding on here. It does not look to be the case anywhere. Huh. They've moved on. They've moved on. Big Rubber Guys here. But Extreme Edition, love the packaging for ECW. A nice offshoot packaging, but also in the same flavor of all the other ones. Got Tommy Dreamer on the front, looking only like a Tommy Dreamer could look if he was a Big Rubber Guy. Big Rubber Guys Extreme, Tommy Dreamer, not a toy, ages 18 and up on this one. Nothing fun on the sides. Quite the checklist on the back, of course. There's a lot of figures, and we've unboxed them all here on the channel. And we got anything new back here? Sabu. Besides that, I don't see anything really new back here. I do see a little typo on Arn Anderson. That just caught my eye real quick. It happens, but there it is. Let's see what's going on, dare I say. Let's see what all the fuss is about with old Thomas Dreamer. Just dreaming all day long, old Tommy Dreamer. But an absolute favorite of the ECW era, the innovator of violence. Very iconic looking Dreamer. When I close my eyes and I think of Tommy Dreamer, as I do many a night, Todd McFarlane, I know you do as well. You think of Louis Spicoli? Well, to each their own, to each their own. We all have our favorites. Shout out to lovely Louis Spicoli once upon a time as well. See you later. I keep my packaging. You guys know that. We got Tommy Dreamer here. And as I said, this looks like Tommy Dreamer, I imagine. Looking pretty good. He's got that black hair, that old school Tommy Dreamer haircut you could set my grandma's watch to once upon a time. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. Looking good. Got the goatee on there. Looks like Tommy Dreamer. I'm trying to soak it in. If I was handed just this head, would I know who it is? And I think I would. I think I would know this is Tommy Dreamer. Kind of a long, skinny head on him, but not terrible. It definitely works. Got the black shirt going on. You got old Tommy Dreamer striking a pose. Striking a pose. Got to get those buys up there. Look at that tan line. What are we doing here? Look at this tan line. Farmer's tan action. What are we doing here, Kyle? But he's got that pose being struck there. We got Dreamer in the blood riding. Innovator of violence on the back. Very cool. An iconic shirt from the ECW shop days once upon a time. Looking very nice. White wrist tape, white hand tape, 2 fists to fury. Perfect for the innovator of violence, of course. And then you do got these, we'll call them sweatpants, black sweatpants, down to the red shoes, another good red shoes brother. And yes, Todd McFarlane, I know what red shoes mean. It doesn't mean it for me and Tommy Dreamer. I can speak for myself, and I'm speaking for Tommy Dreamer as well. But we're part of the Red Shoes Club. I've been a part of it since I was like in 6th grade. 6th grade. No, I have not been doing that since 6th grade, Todd McFarlane. I just wear the red shoes. Oh, red shoes stigma. It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. Make red shoes better. I don't know. I don't know how we changed the perception of these red shoes. I'm not sure. But it looks good on the red and black attack down here. No articulation. Surprise, surprise. It is a big rubber guy. But I will say, I always put my head back in my headspace of playing as a little kid. How would I enjoy this Tommy Dreamer as a kid? You got a good right hand. It's cocked back, Todd. He's going to punch somebody in the mouth. That'd be good. You could drop elbows with it, a little bit of a clothesline action. And then you got this arm just a little bit curved here. Perfect for the DDT. Tommy dropping that DDT all the time. Looking very good. He's got a good fighting pose, a good fighting stance, a good looking figure right here, in all honesty. Love to have this. Can't wait to get the Raven, the yin and yang, of course, one of the greatest feuds in wrestling history. I'm very biased, of course, on that one. But a feud that really never ended, which I thought was really cool. There's nothing more grinding for me in watching wrestling, especially in today's wrestling where Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn or whoever, they're in a hot blood feud. And then 6 months later, all of a sudden they're tagging on a random SmackDown. I feel like a blood feud should be a blood feud for a heck of a long time, unless they did have the old show of respect. I understand you, we're friends now or something. But I hate it when they just don't explain anything and they're just a random partner all of a sudden. You didn't get that with Tommy Dreamer and Raven until Raven came back from WCW, snuck in the ring, helped Tommy win the tag title belts. I think that was against the Dudley Boys. I want to say it was in New York, if I'm not mistaken, Todd McFarlane. Look at that. But I remember Tommy just like, what? He's all surprised, like, what's going on? And that was like another layer of the story. There was a reason for that. So very wonderful times back in the day, but that was a hot blood feud. And then when Raven went to WCW, going back a little bit ways, I'm not telling most of you guys and gals something you don't already know, but I loved it how it was the blow off of Tommy Dreamer Raven, but then the lights went out. You had Sabu and RVD come out, but then you had Jerry the King Lawler, which I thought was absolutely amazing for ECW. I loved Jerry Lawler in the ring for so many years. To have him in ECW as just like the ultimate bad guy, I thought that was a great feud. And I remember having tapes of the USWA and the ECW, that kind of crossover thing going on around the time. It was a great thing, and it led up to the pay-per-view with Tommy versus Jerry Lawler. Beautiful times, beautiful times. So looking very, very nice. Love the colors on this one. All around, great figure. Really no issues with this. This is what I want out of a Tommy Dreamer. I guess you could make the argument, does he need a different pose? Could you have done the, Tommy Dreamer pose like that? Maybe. You probably could, but that's kind of a generic plain Jane. This has got a little bit of pizzazz. A little riz? Maybe. I don't know, Todd McFarlane. I don't know if that's the right usage of the word, but Todd does Todd over there for the couch, as we know. But Tommy Dreamer coming in very hot. The first extreme big rubber guy. Bring them all on. I'm here for Masato Tanaka. I'm here for Mike Awesome. I'm here for, obviously, Raven and Sabu. But can we get Shane Douglas? Can we get some BWO members? I got to know that some of the guys like the Dudleys, they're part of the WWE Legends deal. But there's a lot of ECW meat on the bone. Would love to see more of these. And I'm pretty sure we're probably going to get it. So kudos to the Collect Major team giving us something, or giving me something I really want and enjoy. So there it is, old Tommy Dreamer. What's your thoughts on this one? Pick up, pass, long game, no game? Not so sure game. Don't need this in my collection game. Let me know in the comments down below. If you made it this far, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. 2 YouTube channels with content each and every single day. And where we're talking ECW wrestling figures, you ought to pick up my book, The Complete Guide to the ECW Original San Francisco Toy Makers book. Available right now at Amazon and Barnes & Noble, with foreword by good friend of the channel, Brian Myers. So get some more ECW love out of that book and see an ECW toy line of the past, of course. And then, of course, don't forget YouTube channel memberships and Patreon, your best way to support this channel. Sir Paul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and the Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, each and every Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with videocast on YouTube. So for the Innovator of Violence, Tommy Dreamer, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?